everyone, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me again today. And today our project is this card here, which unusually for me, this is my second fancy fold card in quite a short amount of time. Usually I do very simple things, but I have been experimenting with a few things recently. This is, I don't know what to call this, it's kind of a trick card almost, because the butterfly on the front pops through not just one panel but two panels to reveal the birthday message inside. So I'm going to show you how I made it. It's not terribly difficult, and this butterfly, it doesn't look like it will fit through this slot, but it actually does. Just need to be careful not to bend it too much as you put it back. And I have used for mine, I've used the lovely perennial essence papers, which are absolutely beautiful, and I've teamed this one with Petal Pink. Today I'm going to go for a bit more striking colour scheme. I'm going to go for Bermuda Bay for my card blank, and a different version of the DSP here that coordinates with Bermuda Bay. So measurements first of all. So the measurements you will need are, you need to start off with a card blank which is 25 by 14.5 centimetres. I will put the imperial measurements on my blog, so if you need imperial measurements, please go down to my blog and they will all be written down there for you. I will put the metric ones on there as well, but I'm just working in metric today. And then I scored at 8.5 and at 17, and that means my card will fold like this. So the first thing I need to do is to stick my DSP onto my designer series paper onto my panels. My designer series paper is just 0.5 centimetre smaller than each panel, so the first piece is 8 by 14. And I'm going to bring in my Tombow and just, actually I might use the other end of my Tombow. I might use the end with the flat edge, and then I can spread it out as I go. I don't want to get glue everywhere over this. There we go. And make sure you do put some glue in the centre, because otherwise when you punch out your slot for your butterfly, you might have a loose edge there, so just make sure you do put some glue in the middle there. There we go. Tiny bit of glue, don't need an awful lot. And I've rucked my paper up a bit, but it will be fine because I can smooth that out as I put it down. So there's one. So again, line up your borders. The Tombow will give you the wiggle room to just manoeuvre it into place, so you've got a nice even border all the way around there. And then the other piece, it's not going on that panel, it's going on this one, because we wanted it on here. It's going on here, it is going on there rather, not on there, it's going on there, so that when you open the card you've got DSP, you've got DSP. So this is going on here. So again, with my Tombow, let's put the lid on properly. There we go. If you've been waiting for Tombow, when I was recording my video yesterday, it was back in stock. I think it might be out of stock again now. They had problems with customs because they weren't labelled properly for the European market, so they had to withdraw all the stock and relabel. And then they cleared, and I think 3,000 units came in, but because everyone had been waiting for it, it's sold really quickly. So I'm sorry about that. If you've been waiting for Tombow, you're going to have to wait again till another consignment. I think what they're doing is relabeling some that they've got in the American warehouse for the European market. Right, there we are. So first things first, what we're going to do, we are going to take our label punch, this one with the two pointy ends. I've forgotten what it's called, but I've got a catalogue here which I can quickly look it up for you. Let's look up and find out what the punch is called, so I can give you its classic label. I was going to call it ordinary label, it's called a classic label, and it's a very useful punch. Now, because of the measurements that we've used, if you push your punch in to here, it should end up punching right in the middle of this panel. Okay, so you don't need to measure or anything to start with, so you can punch that one out. That piece that we've just punched out is going to be, we're going to replace it there on the back of our thing, so that shows through. So we'll do that first. So a bit of Tombow on the on this punch out. And this is where the butterfly is going to sit. A bit of Tombow on there, might just smooth it out a little bit. I don't want any to come leaking out because it's going to stick it together where I don't want it to. So just smooth that out there, and just position the panel back in place, position your punch out, and then you should be able to pull your panel up. Oh, there we go, and that will be in exactly the right place, like so. There we go. Now on this panel we need to punch in exactly the same place as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that panel over, and then I'm going to draw round the outline so I can see exactly where I need to punch. Can you see that? Can you see that shining? So I can then bring my punch in and I can line that up. So as long as I line that up exactly with my pencil lines, that's going to be exactly where the other punch went. There we go. And you don't need the punch out from that one. So there, I've got lined up two holes and a fillet perfectly. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put our butterfly on. Now you'll see that the butterfly, the body is quite near the bottom. It's about 1 centimetre, I think, from the bottom of the punched hole. Yep, about 1 centimetre from the bottom of the punched hole. So I'm going to mark, do it with it open. I'm going to mark just so that I'm not doing this too, because it's lower than you think it needs to be. Mark there. Very difficult to see on this paper, but I can see that. And then I'm going to come in. Now this is the butterfly from the Springtime Impressions dies. Lovely butterfly, I've loved it. Done quite a lot of things with this, and that is going to stick. So I'm going to put some glue on, and then that is going to stick behind there. And again, a bit too much glue there that I don't want squeezing out, so I'm just going to take some off. Need the tiniest bit of glue here, you don't need a lot. There we go. And I'm going to line the bottom of the butterfly's body up, and then I know that my butterfly is going to go through my slot. Just going to leave that to dry for a bit, and I'll show you in a minute how that works. Meanwhile, I'm going to come in with our greeting, and our greeting was taken from the set from the Lots of Happy card kit. Here's to the happiest birthday yet. So I'm going to use that one, but because I'm working on a dark card this time, I'm going to use Memento Black to stamp my message, and I'm hoping that's going to look okay if I can get the lid off it. There we go. So I'm going to stamp up, ink up my stamp, and then stamp it here. Oh lovely, that's fine. Here's to the happiest birthday yet. Yeah, there we go. And so now that the glue's had a little bit of time to dry, I can fold my butterfly wings up, thread them through the punch, thread them through the punch again, and there you have it. So there's my butterfly card. I'm not sure about this colour scheme. I like this one better, but there'll definitely be some people that will like the darker one better. I like the Bermuda Bay. I'm just not sure about the coordination with them, although it does say that Bermuda Bay is in that paper. There's lots of colours in this paper actually. Anyway, there's my two very different colour schemes but very similar cards. So I hope you've liked that, and I hope you might give that a try. It's a very, very unusual way of making a birthday card. How lovely is that? And then you can stand that up and still see the butterfly. So thanks for watching today. If you want to buy anything that I've used today, you can always pop over to my online shop. The link is below. Or you can pop over to my blog and see all the things I've been up to. From my blog, you can subscribe to my newsletter, and from next month, from September, I will be offering a special offer only to my newsletter readers. So if you want to be ahead of the crowd and be eligible for some special offers from me, then you need to sign up to my newsletter. I try and only send one out once a month unless there's an exceptional time of offers and I need to let you know something. I don't send them out more than that, so your inbox won't get blocked with loads of emails from me. Anyway, that's it from me today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll have a lovely day, and I will be back soon with more crafty inspiration. Thanks very much. Bye bye.